whispering in tonight's video because my voice is very tired and I'm not sure I could do soft spoken. I got back last night from a very long 4-hour drive and I woke up not too long ago, but I wanted to record another video. As such, I've had to turn the sensitivity up quite a bit. So if you hear my cat or some cars, I apologize. It's also much brighter right now. It's very early in the morning. Today, I thought I would do something that I found very relaxing, or that I find very relaxing, which is going over my old books. I have a lot of new books, but I also have a fairly substantial collection of old books from, let's say, like 1925 and earlier. I have to be very careful with them because they're not new. They are delicate, but I've picked out 3 for today. The first one is The Secret Passage by Fergus Hume. I have not read this book, but it was originally bought at Goodman's Bookstore in Manchester, New Hampshire. I don't live in New Hampshire anymore, but you can just see the pages. They're old and weathered. It specifically says, The Secret Passage by Fergus Hume, author of The Mystery of a Hansom Cab, The Rainbow Feather, A Coin of Edward the Seventh, The Pagan's Cup, Claude Duval of 95, The Red Window, The Mandarin's Fan, etc., etc. It is very funny to me how back then that's how they advertised. That's how you know that this book is something you would like. And the copyright is 1905. That's when this was printed, yep. All of the pages are yellow. Let's see what it has towards the back. It doesn't have anything at the back, it's just the ending. But I don't know if any of you have old books or have spent time around old books, but the smell of the pages is the most nostalgic thing to me. Something about it just makes me so happy. And also books back then, they just felt weightier. Like this feels solid in ways that a lot of modern books with their, cut cost printing practices, simply they just don't have that feel anymore. On the cover, there's a candlestick. On the cover, there's a candlestick. A pile of books. Obviously, The Secret Passage by Fergus Hume. And I like this black border that goes around it. nice. Also, you can just hear the texture of the cover. It's just nice, you know? It smells good, what can I say? If this could be made into a perfume, I would probably smell like everybody's grandmother's house. I'm not actually sure if Goodman's bookstore is still open in Manchester. I think this was bought at its going out of business sale. And they just had like a bunch of books for like a few dollars and stuff. So I have a few of them. I think all of these come from there today, but I'm not entirely sure. Also, I want to know, do you prefer my soft-spoken voice or my whispered voice? This book is a mystery, a crime mystery novel. Oh, that's a nice noise. Alright. The next one is a bit nerdy, but it is English Synonyms, Antonyms, and Prepositions by James C. Fernald. This one is in slightly worse condition. It likely had a lot of use for someone a long time ago in college or something. But it just has that old-timey feel to it, like an old newspaper clipping. I mean, look at that. You can hear the crunch of the paper. It is designed as a companion for the study and as a textbook for the use of schools. And this was 1914. So a few years later than the Secret Passage we just went over. The pages do feel a bit smoother. So it might just be the cover that's in worse condition. It seems the preface is about, I should probably have it in view, is about the origins of many of our, of the English language and things like that. Just seems like it's dictionary at this point. Back when we didn't have smartphones to just tell us what antonyms and synonyms we could use. Yeah. You can tell that the cover's in a bit worse shape by the spine. I'm planning on updating my setup soon. While I was driving in the wee hours of the night, I put a lot of thought into how I want my videos to look. And I don't like just having, this bland background. I don't think it's artistic enough, I guess. And I really do want a bookshelf to be my backdrop. Because, it's called Williams Library ASMR. And that's normal, I think. That should be the baseline. So, I think I figured out a solution. It will be like a physical backdrop. I'm not going to use green screen or anything. I do want this channel to feel as natural as possible, So, I have a shelf I'm not using much, and I might just turn my whole desk to kind of an awkward angle, but it would be kind of perfect for getting the angle right, and I think it would make the lighting better too. So, I plan on working on that in the next few days, maybe. So, in the next few videos, maybe you'll see a new backdrop. Let's hope. Also, I apologize if you hear my stomach making noises. I haven't eaten anything today. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm not hungry. It might be because I'm working on very little amount of sleep. I got back home about 1 o'clock last night. Might be a little bit before 12:48 or something. And after that, I just could not sleep. It required a full coffee to keep me going through that drive. So, and it was already a tiring day before that. So I maybe got 3 hours of sleep, woke up, and I realized that I just needed to record. Not because of the algorithm or anything, although that is a important thing. Like, comment, and subscribe. But I just don't like feeling not productive. And this is nice, I like doing it. I just needed something relaxing to do, and so I grabbed 3 books, and here I am. These covers are all just wonderfully textured. If any of you collect books or have old books, I would love to hear about them in the comments. I genuinely things like this are so cool to me. Let's do some more page turning. A lot of the example sentences are very religious in this. Which is just it's a byproduct of the time. I don't mind it. it is just very strange because typically in like educational texts you just don't see that. Like so many of these are actively just like referencing religious texts. Oh, what the? I've never noticed this. There's an old piece of paper in here. Old line paper like you would use to study. And it is old. Oh yeah, it has the same smell. I mean, granted it's been in the pages, that could also be it, but like look at that. It's like, you might not be able to see it. It actually doesn't look as yellow in the camera light. But it is a yellow page. And it says, to March 1st. Oh, maybe this is like a library thing. Yeah. It says to March 1st. And I think that means that's how long they have till they have to bring it back until the book is due. And then it has a bunch of numbers on the back. Let's see if it'll focus. There we go. Let me know if any of you know what these mean. It might just be the handwriting, but that's really cool. I'm gonna keep that in there. That's a piece of history. Wow. I never knew that was in there. I wonder who the last person to check this book out was. I wonder what they were studying, if they needed it for a test. That's why I love these old books. You just find things like that. Maybe I should go through all my old books and just flip them page by page. See if there's anything hidden. Guess you never know. It's very cool. Oh, this page is a little bit dirty. It has old like wood chippings or something. Wild stuff. And yeah, that was English synonyms, antonyms, and prepositions by James C. Fernald, with a old library card in there as well, like a punch-out slip. Sorry, I just realized. Oh, there's a ripped page. I thought there was something else sticking out of it. The last book today is my favorite of the three, though it is kind of dirty. Nothing I can really do about it. It's like stains on the canvas, but it is in the titles only on the spine. Might have faded with time, I'm not sure. It is Shakespeare's Works. I'm trying to get to focus. Nah, it's not gathering. Let me just like cover my face, see if that works. Oh, there we go. Nah, not focusing. It is Shakespeare Works, Volume 5, Henry VI, Part 3, and Troilus and Cressida. Or Cressida. Look at those pages. It looks like a grimoire. Like there's some bad spells in here or something. Let's see when this was copyrighted. I mean, that's gorgeous. And there's a crinkly piece of paper that's, I think, meant to protect the artwork. see what it's protecting. It's like, oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. Trying to catch it in the light, it's so shiny. The colors really pop even on this old paper. I see what the protective paper's for now. Oh. This is a very limited edition. I did not know that. This is the Windsor Edition Deluxe. This edition of the complete works of William Shakespeare, printed for subscribers only, is limited to 1,000 numbered sets, of which this is 55. Copyright 1901. That is a find. It's probably worth some money. Not like I'd ever give it away. I'm way too much of a collector. But then it gets into King Henry. And the pages are so thick, frayed. I don't think this book was cut right. And I think that's crazy because a lot of the pages are actually still like together. Like the bottom of them. Those are actually disconnected. If any of you are familiar with the printing press sort of scene of the 1900s, specifically 1901, and know why the pages might be like that, let me know. It's very cool. Like, look at those pages. It's a grimoire. That is very cool. And the smell is just, I mean, there's a layer of dust on it. This thing's old. But when you wipe off the dust, it is gold underneath this. I don't think it's real. I think it's just colored, but yeah, probably needs a decent cleaning, but I'm terrified of doing that, you know? I'm sure there's like restoration companies you can go to that can help with that, but I don't know, sometimes just letting it exist, that kind of speaks to me more. Although it's really cool that this is a collectible. I'm sure there are people out there that would love to have this in their collection, but it's mine. If anyone knows what this sort of thing would go for, let me know. Just so I can brag about it. It might only be like $2. I don't know. I know it was gotten from that bookstore, Goodman's. It was closing down, and this thing couldn't have been more than $5. So I think it was a steal, either way. There's just something so cool about it, you know? This one doesn't have the same texture, but it is still like a nice canvas. I think canvas is the right word. Correct me if I'm wrong. books that I have for today. I do hope you enjoyed looking at them and going over them with me and finding out all the cool intricacies and mysteries that, all those years ago held. I really enjoy doing that sort of thing, and I really enjoyed this, so thank you for watching. If you liked, please leave a like. Subscribe so you see the next one, because I will be doing more. And comment if you know what that library book numbers meant, or if you know why the pages of the Shakespeare's copy were bound together like that. But most importantly, I hope you sleep well, and I hope whatever you're doing goes without a